Hello, this is Garfield Re-2's 2010-11 budget update dated February 24, 2010, which is designed to give staff, parents, and community members updated budget information for the next school year. Despite the financial challenges that K-12 education faces due to reduced state revenue, Garfield Re-2 is in sound financial condition and has a balanced plan to continue to provide quality education while maintaining a solid financial plan for the future. The 2010-11 budget process has been collaborative. We have requested input from our staffs and community and have received over 600 responses and 127 different ideas. Each idea was reviewed thoroughly by the school board and administration. When determining budget priorities for the 2010-11 budget, our vision, mission, and essential functions framed each conversation to be sure that the district was focused on maintaining a quality learning environment. Each school is given the latitude to identify budget priorities for their location to ensure that each school can maintain essential functions. Due to the uncertainty surrounding state funding, the board has considered a best case and worst case budget scenario. The best case scenario assumes a 10% reduction, and the worst case scenario assumes a 14% reduction. The board chose to budget based upon a worst case scenario budget because there is a lot of uncertainty at the state level, and the state is anticipating K-12 funding cuts for the next 2 to 3 years. So if things turn out better, then we will be able to better manage cuts for the following year. Garfield Re-2 has a healthy savings account balance, or fund balance, that we have the option of using one time to help us in the case of a rainy day. We have come up with a plan to use a portion of that money to help us get through 2010-11, but we'll need to stop using that to pay for ongoing costs in the future. When we use fund balance, it's just like using a savings account with a set dollar amount to pay your monthly mortgage. Eventually, the savings account is gone, and you still need to pay your mortgage. Salaries are just like a mortgage, since salaries occur year after year unless the salaries are reduced, which is why the board needs to balance getting us through the rainy day with reducing costs that will occur year after year. Re-2 used $1.3 million in fund balance for this current school year, while our proposed budget plans to use $823,000 to help us through this rainy day. The administration is striving to find a position for retained employees in the district, and has given staffing allocations to buildings based upon student count and equity. Since we are working hard to keep every retained position, we don't yet have a clear picture of openings, but we plan to transfer people between buildings where possible, based upon their background and credentials. We hope to have a clear picture of how this will impact individual staff members by spring break. So now, here's a draft list of the budget reductions. First is the fiscal emergency reserve, which was required by the state but no longer needed this year, totaling $657,000. We also have an estimated favorable salary variance in our current budget that can be eliminated in the next budget, totaling $87,000. Capital reserve, intended for maintenance of buildings and computers, was reduced by $325,000. Non-salary allocation to all schools, district office, and departments was reduced by 10%, or $493,000. Leadership academies, which are local professional development provided by outside consultants, totaling $26,000. Use of fund balance, which is our district savings account, totaling $823,000. Overtime budgets, totaling $44,957. One bus route, totaling $15,000. Potentially a bus driver bonus, totaling $17,000. 4 furlough days, a $440,000 reduction, which represents about 2% of our staff salaries. State and national competition travel, totaling $64,000 reduction. Summer school, totaling $46,000, but we would still offer special education summer school only. After school programs, a $211,000 reduction to eliminate them. In addition, there are some staffing reductions. $166,000 or 7.4% reduction at the district office, $376,000 or 3.8% reduction at elementary schools, $200,000 or 3.4% reduction at middle schools, also increasing athletic fees from $20 to $50 at the middle schools, resulting in a $20,000 increase in revenue for the school district. A high school salary reduction of $475,000 or 9.6%. Athletic fees going from $50 to $75 at the high school. In addition, the district will be adding a building secretary at one of the schools for equity, totaling net reductions of $4,456,000. Collaborative Solutions is a group consisting of administrators and staff that review working conditions and employee pay each year. Based upon a Collaborative Solutions recommendation, each employee will take 4 furlough days. These are days that the employee will not work and will not get paid. This will be about a 2% reduction in pay for employees, but will save jobs at the district. Collaborative Solutions will decide which days will be furlough days for 2010-11. For next steps, we will continue to update the community and staff about any budget changes. The state budget projections can change at any time and will continue to change. Principals will continue to work with their staffs and other principals to fill vacancies. Most staff will know how decisions will impact them by spring break. The budget process will continue through June of this year, when the final budget will be approved by the board. Thank you.